Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Kryptocraft with your host, Nighthawk. I am over here in our spawning area. Right there's our creeper spawner tower that goes down a long ways there. It also is high enough to kill Endermen, so we can put an Enderman shard in there and kill Endermen that way. Unfortunately, there's a little quirk in the way that the wireless receivers work, in that they are disabling more than just the spawner that I expected them to. So I still have to figure that out. And what I've been working on here is very similar structure. It's hard to see from here just because all you see is the very top of it. It's a very similar structure to what I built on Technomancer for a blaze spawner. So right here we've got the spawning room. Has water curtains that push the blazes down into where they're standing in the water, and then we have have water flows below to take all the cool things, and it goes into a obsidian pipe, which then feeds into an item tesseract to send things back over to the storage system. Now, the main reason we need the blaze spawner, and I kind of like the designs. Each wall is different, as well as the top. The floor is kind of just there. I just left it pretty much at its the way it was to begin with. And if you want more information on how to build this particular type of spawn chamber for killing the blazes, then you can also watch the Technomancer video that will show that in more detail. But what I've got here is a Tier 5 blaze shard. I've got the wireless receiver set up, and the transmitter is in the control room, currently turned off. And I'm going to go ahead and put the blaze shard in there. You can see he's ready to go. And we'll head back over... Nope, not that one. This one. We'll head back out. Put in the last corner piece here. And we'll go down here real quick so you can see... This is kind of the viewing chamber, if you will. So you can see the shard, or the spawner in there. It's big enough so that they won't get out of this room. And then I also opened up some tunnels. This goes around the main spawn tower. That creeper spawner, incidentally, is incredibly effective. I left it on overnight last night, and it made so much. It's going to get a little bit loud, so you can see all those blaze. Pretty soon it's just going to overload and you won't hear anything. Now it does look like they are spawning on top there, but they do eventually get pushed off, and I think it's okay if they sit there for a while every once in a while. Let's go ahead and turn this off because it's so noisy. I will probably only have this on when I am not in the area. But, yeah, you can see their items are falling down there. They're getting killed by the water. Blaze really don't get along with water very well at all. And there's that batch killed, and we got some blaze rods, which is perfect, because we're a little short on blaze rods right now, which is why we made this little machine here. And this is just kind of an extra passageway so we can see our piping system here. And goes into the storage, all cool. So let's go and head back over to the factory real quick and see how many blaze rods we got out of that rather short little session there. And I think what we'll do is I will turn this back on the way out, and we'll let them go for a little while. It shouldn't overload too quickly, just because they take a lot longer to kill. I think they just shot each other. Yep, they shot each other and are mad at each other now. Awesome. Okay, so down we go. We should be seeing there's some blaze rods cruising around. Perfect. I hear a slime. So they come through at a pretty good pace, it looks like. So we now have a good blaze rod production line, and that's going to be pretty important for us here. Now, I said I left the creeper spawner on overnight. This is with 1 stack out, and this was, I think, about 150 stacks or so, maybe at most before. Yeah, we have over 1,000 stacks, and every open space in these gold chests was filled by gunpowder. I think the blaze rods are going to end up here. So those are going to fill up. I'll probably get a barrel set up for them here in just a moment so that they have a place to go. And for the moment, I'm going to take a quick break. And we are going to probably look at setting up our... I think we're going to go ahead and get things together and set up a... somebody's been borrowing redstone. There should be about... There should be a lot more redstone there. I think there's over 7,000 here. Or there's... I want to say there's like 70 stacks of redstone a minute or earlier. I'll have to find out who's been borrowing so much redstone and what they needed that much redstone for. Anyway, I'm going to set up a Bluetricity battery charging station. Probably going to borrow or move a lot of the Bluetricity stuff that is on the main roof area right now. And I may even set up this battery box to charge from it. Not sure about that quite yet, but I needed to get the blaze rods before I could really effectively do that because I need to be able to make ender chests. And oh my, I need to go turn off that blaze spawner. So anyway, I'm gonna go get some stuff together and I will be right back. And we're back. I am up here in the beginnings of our tower on top of the factory. I put a glass floor here. I think that's going to be kind of what I want to do with this floor. Don't know for sure if that's going to stay. If it does stay glass, it will probably get changed to warded glass because the textures look much better with the warded glass. But for now, it will serve our purposes. And the main thing that we're going to do, let's see how close to centered I ended up with that. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's centered. 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's centered. So what we're going to do is... Do I have a crafting table up here? Of course not. That would be too easy. First thing we're going to do is hop down to this crafting table that's conveniently placed. And we're going to make a battery box. One of these blue electric battery boxes. Because the next thing that we need to work on is our blue electric battery charger. So we're going to need a battery box. I've got some of the stone brick jacketed wire. I've got some stuff to make some wireless transmitters and things of that nature. So let's get those. Let's see if we can make all of the various things that we need here real quick. Get our transceiver. Oh, I am going to need one other thing because I didn't get a regular stone wafer. We also need to get an ender chest, which is going to be our means of transferring the batteries back and forth. So we're going to have all lime green because those are easy to make. And we've got a couple of filters here. I've got a timer, some redstone or some red alloy wire, and I picked up some of the solar panels from this area right here, just so I didn't have to make more. And I don't think this is all for the sorting system, and I don't think it really takes that much power. Let's make sure that's all topped up. So yeah, that should be most... we need to get one more thing here. Now, the timer and wireless transmitter that I'm putting in here are really just to provide a common timing mechanism so we don't have to have timers out everywhere that we're trying to use this. And apparently I don't have any stone wafers around, so we'll cook one up real quick. Just like that. Let's go ahead and make our transmitter. Nope, not the timer. We need the obsidian stick and there. There we go. That way we don't have to have tons of different timers running, and since this is in a chunk loaded area, then it will stay active all the time for us. And now what we're going to do is we're going to set up some of our jacketed wire here and just come out like so. Now what I don't know is if I can just place these. That's kind of what I thought, because that does not look like it's connected right now. So let's go ahead and put a wire there. Whoops. Now we know that it's connected, and we can fill this in with a stone panel here, one of those nice hollow covers. And if we put the battery on the wall, then once we put the bricks back in the wall, you'll never even know that there's a hole there unless you look outside and see this little jacketed wire coming out. So let's make some... let's see, what can we make with this? It feels like it needs some sort of a pattern. Maybe if I had done it this way. Like so. There we go. Has a little bit of a pattern to it. A little bit more interesting than just the bland setup. Okay, now let's get back inside. We can go ahead and close this up because we won't be needing outside anymore. Now the way that I have in mind to make this work is we're going to need an ender chest as where we're going to store the batteries, both charged and uncharged. We're going to have one filter taking items out of the battery box, and one filter is going to take items out of the ender chest. So we're going to put that there. We need our screwdriver to turn this. I think the big side is out. And let's see here. If we take this across, and now we need our timer, and what I'm wondering, that is not connected. Okay, that's not going to work in that place. And of course I can't place the wire on the glass. That's unfortunate. What I may have to do is make that a... Did that just go inside? Apparently that is the wrong direction. Well, no, that's okay. That can be... Well, no, it has to be the wrong direction, because... It's got to be that way. There we go. We'll just set this up that way. And now we'll take our timer in the middle. We'll turn it like so. Take our transmitter here. And a wire... I thought that you could actually connect with... Oh, it has to be jacketed wire. That's why it isn't connecting that way. Okay, this we are going to call 10-second clock. We'll put it on 2500. And set. Now, I just need a piece of jacketed red wire. Do I have any panels? No, but I do have a saw. There we go. And that battery is, or the battery box is charging up nicely. We just need a crafting bench real quick so that we can make some jacketed wire. Is that not right? Oh, it takes the bar. The ingot, if you will. Of which we have some right over here. Okay, here we go. I got this. There we go, 4 jacketed wires. Let's go up and over and back in. And now if we put that there, it's going to connect all over the place. And try to put the redstone tube that we broke in the wrong place. But what we can do now is we're going to take wherever I put the batteries. Oh, they're in my inventory. Of course they are. We're going to put 1 battery there. Put the rest of these batteries in the chest there. Oh, this isn't going to be quite right. We gotta fix the ordering here. We also need to change this to 10 seconds, otherwise it's kind of pointless. And then we need red wire and a jacketed spot there. Actually, uh-oh. I'll be right back. Apparently, if you click on a timer with a piece of jacketed wire in your hand, then it will crash your client. That's kind of a nuisance. Okay, so this battery is still charging. It's night, so it's going to be nice and slow. And it looks like both of those are getting triggered, so that's good. And it did not take the battery out. Is that the way I want it? No, whoops. I want it that way. I don't know what I have done to this to offend this thing at the moment. But I've apparently made it unhappy. So the idea here is that when the battery is full, it moves to the bottom. And I think it moves to the bottom anyway. This is a little bit tricky to test while it's dark. So how about I do this? I'm going to wait until morning real quick. Flip is on so we can't really sleep very easily. And once it's morning, it will be easier to test this device. And I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Looks like the battery stays in the top slot when it is full. So let's take that out, and we're going to stick this one in this filter, and hopefully get this to do what we want it to do. It should... Oh, nope, that's not right yet. There we go. Okay, there's all the extra batteries in the chest. And let's see if once this battery fills up, if it will go in the correct place. This should charge fairly quickly now that we have daylight. Flip actually just logged off, so I was able to sleep real quick, which was convenient. Okay, it's full. And it's not getting pulled out. Okay, well, that's not what I was hoping for. I guess I'm going to have to rethink this design and do a bit of other testing. I thought I had seen it set up this way. I'm not sure why it's not able to grab out of there. So I will be right back once I get this figured out. Okay, some changes here. Apparently, in order to get the batteries to charge or into this top slot, then the batteries have to go in and out of that top slot. So, a little bit different design here. I'm using emerald pipes as filters. Whoops. And we are putting a charged battery in this side. This side has an uncharged battery in it, so it will pull uncharged batteries out of the ender chest. And what I need here is one of those. I've got some pipe wires here. And what we need here is red pipe signal off. We'll say that the energy pulsar can go. And over here, if the inventory is empty, then we'll say red pipe signal. And in addition to that, we want let's see, which other one is going to get me there? Because here I want maybe items traversing also turns on the pipe signal. And I may need to move these. I probably need to move these together in order for this to work right. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll just put the ender chest here. Get our pipe in place. Put a empty battery there. Wait, those don't connect. Okay, so much for that idea. We do have to have them one apart. Okay, so the problem that I think I may run into here, and maybe I can work around this problem as well. Let's put gold and that. We'll put that in place. Put our red pipe wire on. We'll put the AND gate in place, and I think if I put the... Because if items are traversing... Well, I need something to pull in, to actually pulse it too. So let's put redstone signal off as pulsar. Okay, that got taken out, so that side works. And now here, if items are traversing... Oh, I can't turn on the... Okay, so that's a waste of a chip. I guess I have to put an iron chipset there in order for it to see the pipe wire. So if items are traversing, turn the signal on. If the signal is off, then we can turn the pulsar on. That should take a battery out of there. Did I not set the filter? I bet I did not actually set a filter on that. Okay, let's put... We've got that. Put the wire back up there. That should work. If items are... If the pipe is empty, that should work. I don't understand why this is not working. What's generating signal? Oh, that's because I have that inventory empty. There we go. Items in inventory. So there is a little bit of a window where it could possibly... What did it... Did it fill it that quickly? Oh, wow. Let's see. Oh, yep, it took two of them right next to each other. And that's the problem I'm having, is they just keep popping out of the pipe. I guess what I could do is loop this around. What happens now? So that should go in just a moment. Okay, that one went. Looks like there's... That might have worked. A little bit of a strange solution, but I think that might have worked. I'm going to keep an eye on it. At least it keeps them from sending too many of them at once. So anyway, I'm going to keep an eye on it and see how it does. Let's just make that one go. And I'll keep you guys posted. Don't exactly like that as a solution, but it seems to do something of use. So anyway, not quite as clean as I had originally envisioned, but it seems to work-ish. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!